Okay, this is my latest project. This is a $15 shop vac. Picked up at a swap meet. It's a wet dry vac, pretty strong. I've got the hose running into this PVC pipe, 2-inch PVC pipe going up in the ceiling. In order to make this hose fit into this pipe, I use the tailpipe expander, which you can get at an auto parts store. And as you tighten it up, it expands. So what I did was I kept expanding it with a heat gun and turning the expander until it was just tight enough, or opened it up enough just so I can get this hose in there to stay. So it's pretty tight when I jam it in there, and I can just pull it off if I need to use the vacuum in the garage. But switch is always on. It goes to this Amazon smart plug. And then let me show you the up in the attic. Got it running through the attic because I was going to try to put it through the baseboard. And there wasn't enough room with all the beam supports in the basement to go up. So this is the attic above the garage. So as you can see, it comes up to a couple fittings right there to help me turn it to get this angle. And then there's a long sweep 2-inch here. I put a clean out on it in case something gets plugged in there, because you know how vacuums are. And then this runs down. I'm gonna put straps on these to hold it up. Right now I just have coat hanger so I can get the right level. But what this does, it goes into the upper bedroom closet. As you can see, there's another clean out right there with just a screw-on cap in case I need to stick like a plumber's tape through there to unclog it, just in case. But it's 2-inch all the way to there, and that's where it goes down to a 1.5-inch adapter, and then it goes through the wall right there. So I'll show you the inside that closet once I get back into the other side of the house. So here you can see the angle of that pipe. Just comes up like that, and then goes to that first fitting there with the clean out on it. And if you look at it on the other side of the wall here, where it goes down, it's just right there where it comes down. I'm going to clamp it to the studs, but right now you can see it's just a vacuum hose going into that 2-inch PVC. So we'll go inside and see the other end. Okay, I'm in the kitchen. This is the slanted part in the attic I was standing on, where the PVC pipe goes over. And it actually goes through here above the ceiling. And then from between this raised vaulted ceiling here and this lower ceiling in this hallway, there's a section where I was able to shove that pipe through the wall in line with this wall here. So I'm gonna go upstairs and show you the pipe above the ceiling here. It's going through this wall, through the closet upstairs, through this wall that's up there, and then I've got a pipe hanging down, and it comes right to this. So let me show you this. I just had a little hose from another vacuum plugged in here, so I can say, Alexa, turn on central vac. Alexa, turn off central vac. It's magic. Okay, so normal systems, this door, I'm gonna expand this a little bit because it's an odd size for this, unless I actually buy the actual wall plate that would hook to this. But this door has a low voltage wire that's gonna run to it. And then it's gonna go, I'm gonna have it go up along the pipe, which it could also help ground it if there's any static. But this door is gonna mount, you can either mount it like this, so it opens up, and you can see those two little prongs down there. The hose has a metal ring on it that plugs in, and it's actually gonna short those two together, which turns on a relay that's gonna turn on the vacuum when I take off the smart plug. I've got a Amazon smart plug on there. So if you just go to eBay and search Central Vac or Central Vacuum parts, you can find this stuff. I think I got this one for $10 off of eBay. But let me show you where it is coming through the attic upstairs. So let's go upstairs. There's some extra pipe. Here's my pile of tools. But originally, this is a chase around my stairs here. And this is all open, this is all sealed up, but it's just dead space. I don't know what the guy had planned for this when he built this. Could have made the steps wider. But I was gonna run all the tubing up through here from the basement, from the garage, but with this big support metal beam down there and the suspended ceiling for the basement, couldn't get to it, so I decided to go up and over the attic. But this is a clean out. Like I showed you outside, there's two clean outs I have there, but it's all straight through sections. And over here, you can see I've got this, let me show you this part first, in this closet. So right on the other side of this wall is the attic. But see this section right here? I had to be able to drill a hole from this side, through that side, through the other stud on the other side. And what I had to do, since I don't have an extra long drill bit, all I had was this. And with this on the end of my drill, I could only go so far. So what you do, you go to Harbor Freight and you buy one of these drill chucks. They're $9.99, and then you get this. You get this right here. $9.99. And then you go to, I went to a local farm and home store. You buy bolts by the pound. I think it's only grade 5 here. So you buy this, it's a 1/2 inch 20, which means 20 threads per inch. And it screws right into the back of that chuck. And I even got a lock nut. I think 2 bolts and 2 nuts was less than $2. I got a spare bolt. You chop this head off with your cutoff wheel. You shove that in there, and I even use the nut to use it as a stop nut so it doesn't get too tight in there. And then I drilled one. I was able to drill all the way through. Even from here, I was able to drill all the way through that one. Because after I bought one, I realized I needed a second one because I had to go through the floor here, that footer, and then go through past the 2x12 that's on the other side of this. This is off center because there's a 2x12 right underneath here as a beam holding all the floor joists this way. So I had to get another one just so I can go all the way through this bottom plate and the plywood and past the 2x12 and the top plate of the floor down below, the other piece I showed you. So that's what you can do with that. You just get a half 20 bolt. I think this was I had to go to 3 different hardware stores before I found a Farm and Home that had fine thread. This is a standard fine thread, 1/2 inch by 20, that even carried this bolt in different lengths. But I found one out in Washington, Missouri at an Orscheln. It's a Farm and Home, and they had all kinds of hardware because it was a bigger store than the Orscheln over here in Pacific that didn't have any of the fine thread bolts. It was all coarse thread. But that's it. So I'm thinking about getting a dustpan to go on the floor downstairs, because this is down there now and I can go wherever I want with it once I go through the floor or underneath the basement or above the suspended ceiling in the basement. You get some of this hose, this vacuum hose. This thing, I think it's 35 feet, but here's the end. You can get different heads for the vacuum arm here. Some are even powered where you can plug them in. But this is that ring I was telling you about, that plugs into that door and shorts the 2 low voltage pins together that'll actually turn on the vacuum if you're not using a smart plug like me. So with this 35-foot hose, maybe it's only 30, I can reach the far corner of this room. I can get the closet. Once I plug it in here, I can go down to the basement steps and go, pretty far down that way, around 20 feet, unless I put another extension on that to go downstairs. But I can hit the far corner of this room, and this bedroom down here, I can hit the far corner of that room with the 30-foot hose. I can hit the whole kitchen. That 30-foot hose can reach the whole floor. And I can also reach the far corner of the family room here, which is all the way, it's the farthest corner over there. So yeah, see, just putting this in a good spot in the middle of this hallway is going to let me be able to reach this whole first floor. And if I have to, you can buy extension hoses, or now that this is down here, I can run more plastic pipe underneath the floor, since this is already here. And like I said, this is all hollow inside this whole section. It's hollow, so I can get in there and run more pipe or branch it off. But thinking about getting a dustpan, because these central vacs, you can actually get a dustpan that goes in a baseboard and you turn it on. Some people put them like on the base of a cabinet like here, and it's just a hole. You flip a switch, it turns on your vacuum, and then you sweep all your dirt into it and it sucks it out to the vacuum cleaner. So that's my project. Hopefully maybe later I'll add another video of all the doors installed. I've got more stuff coming from eBay, just waiting for them to come in. But here it is again. Alexa, turn on central vac. Alexa, turn off central vac. It's magic. All right, thanks for subscribing and thanks for watching my video.